dedicated mind, lost without a care. One of a kind wonders, perfect every line. Chill vibes on replay, laid back all the time.
Oh, I gotta do coffee.
Mantle full of treasures, each piece tells a tale. Swift cuts and curves, artistry prevails. Chiseled edges gleam, polished to a shine in the zone. Lost to the tick-tock of time. Fans hit that like, subscribers on the rise. Support the craftsman, see creation through my eyes. Therapeutic passion in every woodcut. Dreams turn to reality out this little hut.
Oh.
Grumpy at the lathe, carving futures in the grain. Epoxy dripping slick, he's the
Fill
king
my
of the
coffee
mundane.
off. I
Workshop
overslept
therapy,
just a
wood
little
chips
bit.
in the air. Aliens nodded.
I don't know why I'm talking so damn low, like I'm gonna wake somebody up. My boy, he'll sleep through me.
Chronic fades when the beats collide. Like the tribe, hit subscribe, ride the high tide. Lathe spin like planets in the void. Galactic, roach clip renaissance. Handcrafted so drastic. Medicinal vibes, smoke signals in the skies. Anxieties dissolve, grumpy keeping it wise. Eyes red but the vision stays clear. In the mist ain't no pain we hold near. Chronic fades when the beats collide. Like the tribe, hit subscribe, ride the high tide. Making art with the grind, G sharp on the edges. Chasing peace, not gold or hedges. Aliens whisper, spin it with precision. Dust
Oh,
settles
gotta
slow,
get
we
that coffee
vibe in
going.
collisions. From mortals to cosmos, lathe got that shine. Epoxy glowing bright, crafting out of time. Reality's a fog, medicated bliss. Hands steady, making roach clips for this. From mortals to cosmos, lathe got that shine. Epoxy glowing bright, crafting out of time. Reality's a fog, medicated bliss. Hands steady, making roach clips for this. Ride the high tide. Eyes red, but the vision stays clear. In the mist, ain't no pain we hold near. Chronic fades when the beats collide. Like the tribe, hit subscribe, ride the high tide. Making art with the grind, G sharp on the edges. Chasing peace, not gold or hedges. Aliens whisper, spin it with precision. Dust settles slow, we
I
vibe
think
in
you'd have
collisions.
fun
From mortals to
doing some metal
cosmos,
detecting
lathe
at
got
our
that
beaches.
shine. Epoxy glowing bright,
Now,
crafting out of time. Reality's a fog,
I say
medicated
you'd have
bliss.
some
Hands
fun.
steady, making
It
roach
would
clips
damn
for
sure
this.
take some, what's the word I'm looking for? It'll wear you out, I imagine, because it's sugar sand. You know, it's not a hard ground to walk, and it's real soft, so it's like it takes some effort to walk through it all. But if you're going slow, I think it'd be doable. Cause I walk with a cane too, you know, and on that sand, you got to get you one of them 4-prong canes. That would damn sure help.
On the floor, a beautiful mess.
Alright, let's cut number one. With that little Keurig and this, get that small, medium, large cup. Cup sizes. My main coffee cup holds like 2 of those. Holds like almost 3, but just easier to do 2.
Epoxy drips like a fiery stream. Polished wood gleams like an artist's dream. The hum of creation drowns out the strife.
Almost done.
Each piece a little ode to a simpler life. Like and subscribe, come join the breeze.
Oh.
The mind feels at ease. Hammer and lacing in the pain.
Oh, shit.
Welcome to the haven where good vibes stay.
Grumpy might need a nap today.
Grumpy's laid back carving, spin all day. Wood chips flying, keeping troubles at bay. Epoxy roach clips and creation so smart. Crafting a kingdom, all straight from the heart. Like and subscribe, come join the breeze. Here in the workshop, the mind feels at ease. Hammer and lies, singing the pain away. Welcome to the haven where good vibes stay. Shavings on the floor, a beautiful mess. Carving stress away, ain't nothing less. Hands worn tough, but the spirits are light. Turning and shaping till the stars ignite. Like and subscribe, come join the breeze. Here in the workshop, the mind feels at ease. Hammer and lies,
Oh, I'm here. Oh.
welcome to the haven where good vibes stay. Epoxy drips like a fiery stream. Polished wood gleams like an artist's
All right.
The hum of creation drowns out the strife. Each piece a load to
Goodness, y'all.
a life. Like and subscribe, come
Gotta shake it off, wake up.
here in the workshop. The mind feels at ease.
Alright.
Hammer and lies, singing the pain.
Good morning, Jen. Good morning, Mark.
Welcome to the
Let's see.
where good vibes stay.
Hey, Steve. Good morning. Camilla. Good morning. All right.
Welcome to the haven where good vibes stay.
I need a nap now. Did you go to sleep last night? Oh, fast. Good morning. I slept 4 hours. I think that's about what I got. I might have got 4 hours. How's the coffee? It's not strong enough yet.
Medicated whispers, chronic aches dissolve, anxiety shattered, the riddles solved, craft moves like poetry, problems evolve, therapy in motion, no need to evolve, turning wood to gold, creation don't pause, grumpy in the zone without applause, life in them.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to use that out there on the beach though. Not our beach. See, I watched your video when you I slowed down enough and got your video pulled up and stuff, and was watching your video yesterday where you was I commented on it, the one where y'all was in the park digging and everything. We don't even have ground like that. That was nice, rich soil that you was digging in up there. Oh, we got we got some areas that's hard, but it's still sandy. You know, it's a sandy mix. You know, we got some clay areas around here, but most of those areas are construction-based clay. There are a few natural areas with some hard clay ground, but most of what we have in Florida is just sand. We don't have no dirt like that. And the beach, when I say sugar sand, I mean literally think about taking a giant bags of powdered sugar or something and dumping that out into a kiddie pool and walking around in it. I mean, that's about how the sand is on our beaches out here. It was 2 or 3 a.m. I remember him going live last night. It was late when he went live. I got the pop-up and thought about that, but I was trying to work on my editing. See, that's the thing, was taking me so much to do with my editing, as well as I tried to watch so much YouTube. Oh, I'm stretching, yo. I tried to watch. Goodness. I'll do my editing on one screen and then try to watch on another screen. And with the editing right now, that computer, it won't let me do both. And so as soon as I try to watch a video while I'm editing, the video starts lagging and buffering and like, not my edit, but my YouTube itself won't play. I can do a video, but if I try to do somebody's live, their live buffers and stuff so much I can't even keep up with it. Well, it's just, I'll be honest with you, when I started my videos, I wasn't sure if anybody was wanting to watch my kind of material with the roach clips and all. So I was wanting to make sure my videos were, I mean, they're not cinematic and they're not like some crazy wild edit or nothing. But for me and my abilities, I thought the edits were pretty nice, you know, I mean, good for my capabilities. But I wanted them just to, I guess, look decent and be a good video, you know, like maybe keep your attention with just the music and just maybe some of the transitions and stuff, you know. But I guess that's why I worked so hard on my editing, is I wanted it to look good, at least if nobody, I don't know, it's hard to explain in my brain, but it messes with me. Right, I guess. But I did get the video trimmed down. That's what I had been working so hard at. I've edited them like this before, I guess, with a lot of footage, but this footage had a lot of dead space in between everything, I guess is how you could say. You know, I got 3.5, you know, that whole live was what, 3.5, almost 4 hours long. And I went through that live and pulled the footage out for when I did the pin. And so there would be, you know, 10 minutes of me doing something that involved the pin, but then there would be 30 or 40 minutes of just nothing. You know, me talking, doing something else, getting something together or ready for this or for that. And so there was a lot of just sitting there watching, trying to, you know, clip all that space out. And then every time I'd go to do that, I'd either be heavily medicated and start falling asleep because that's me. If I have to study and work on just one thing, my brain's is like, nope, that means we're going to bed, right? And my eyes will start rolling. But if I'm doing something while I'm doing that, then I'm wide awake and I'm there. Oh, but we'll figure it out. And quit yawning, you're making me tired. Man, I had a lot of people reminiscing last night. I was watching a live and was eating my last O. Henry bar, and somebody said something. I said, yeah, I'm eating a Canadian O. Henry bar. And they're like, ooh, O. Henry, I hadn't had them since I was little. And I said, I had 5 of them. That's cheating though. 4 hours sleep on your back on the sofa, you're gonna be falling asleep. Ooh, and isn't it late over there? It's what? It's in the evening time now, right? Yeah, I think so. For Camilla, I think it's in the evening time. So it's time to go to sleep anyway. Look, and I still ain't got into it. I'm still holding on to that thing. I'm up early because of sick gig. Oh no. Papa daycare. I know how that goes. We done. Did you like the Henry? Oh yeah, I like that. Oh yeah, I love O. Henry's. I was talking with one gentleman about it, and I said something, and he says, "Oh, so you think our candy is dangerous?" I said, "No, you misunderstood me." I said, "Our candy is more dangerous," because I was saying something about how I like the Canadian chocolate better, and he said something about he thought that was interesting, being we had all the safety standards and regulations down here, and I'm like, yeah, but you got to look at our ingredients, what we put in our food and stuff down here. Half of our ingredients is banned in other countries. But I think the chocolate is, I think they use better, better quality chocolate up there in the different companies. You know, if it's the same chocolate as down here, then it's just the placebo effect, but it seems to be like a different taste.
Same stool, same chair, same old hoodie with the pain to wear. Phone on the crate, comments roll like a tide. Turn the volume up, let the bad days slide.
Oh, goodness gracious, quit stretching.
Grumpy cosmos bound, made in pain, but we stay off the ground. Hit like, hit subscribe, just stick around.
Yeah, it's definitely got a different taste. It reminds me of the chocolate tastes of when I was younger. You know, it was. I can't remember when, but I know I can remember our chocolates. It was like almost like a light switch. It almost got waxier, like they're cheaping out, like they're not using as much cocoa and stuff in it. That's like our Butterfinger bars. They don't taste the same. It's a different recipe. There's a couple of different candies because I guess called me a junk food connoisseur because when I was younger, I didn't get a lot of candy. You know, I'd go to my grandma's and get a lot of candy, but at home, no. You know, we was broke. You know, we ate poor as crap, so it was vegetables and stuff like that. It was the easier stuff to get, you know, produce and stuff. You know, my snacks was carrots and stuff like that.
Aliens laugh in a galactic tone, saying this guy should not be left alone. Grumpy's hands ain't got no plan. Aliens clap, it's out of hand. Wood spirits hide, they know the deal.
Oh, Vincent, Mr. Mark done sent me one box. It was a pretty cool box.
Carvin's crooked, but his heart's in tune. Aliens chilling by the
Yeah, that's the ones that taste that crisp. Those that crisp crunch. Those were the ones that, like I said, that reminded me of a Butterfinger. It even had like the old school Butterfinger kind of taste to it almost. I think, like I said, I think a lot of it was to do with the chocolate taste as well.
spirits groaning, questioning life. This is what they call artisan strife. Grumpy's hands ain't got no plan.
Oh, good morning, Robin. I'm good so far today. I ain't been awakened long enough to get in my head yet. I guess I'm still trying to crawl out of it. But no, I'm good today. I'm gonna do my best to stay the hell out of my head. Hey, Matthew, good morning. Well, what I say? I don't want to give them that energy no more. There you go. Trying to get that mentality. They don't deserve my energy. There you go. That's what I want to say.
Wood spirits groaning, questioning life. This is what they call artisan strife. Grumpy's hands ain't got no plan. Aliens clap, it's out of hand. Wood spirits hide, they know the deal. Grumpy's chaos got surreal.
Nah, I am a little aggravated. I messaged my daughter trying to figure something out last night, and I know good and well she was awake. She's a night owl. She stays up late. Now, she has to work and do her thing today, but she was still awake. I know she was. But, we'll see. Hey, Tim. Good morning, buddy. She's like me, though. She'll stay up till 1 o'clock and get up at damn 5 o'clock and function. You know, she's young. That's what I did forever. It was no big deal for me to stay up till 1, 2 o'clock playing my games and then get up and go to work, you know, and do my thing all day. But no, as I've gotten older, let's see, I've only changed my night owl tendencies in probably maybe the past, well, it's been in between because I couldn't stay. Yeah, it's not. I turned my night owl stuff around when my grandson was born, so it's been about 7 years. Cause he's a baby, you know. I couldn't stay up till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning and then get up in the mornings and deal with him all morning and then be alert and be aware. You know, I could be aware, but I just wouldn't be as alert. You know, it'd be more groggy wanting a nap, and no, can't do that. I mean, he slept, you know, being a baby, so that made it easier. But as he got older, that's when I knew I had to be functioning on, because I'm not going to make him sleep all day because I want to be sleepy. Wouldn't be fair to him, right? So Super Grumpy was up and at it. That's where the Super Lemon Haze came in. No, I love my grandkid though. Love both of them. Yeah, see, being young, I mean, my brain is just the way my brain wraps. Is something's got my attention, and poof, I'm awake. That candle's burning. They say burning the candle at both ends. Yeah, I was good at burning the candle at both ends. Good morning, Milla. I hope you get to feeling better. But yeah, it would be awesome to be young again, because I wouldn't have so many aches. That's where it is here. I could tell I was stretching too hard. That's what I had to be careful for. As I'll wake up not that sore, but then I go to stretching, and I guess after that stretch, when it goes to relax back down, stuff starts getting pinched a little bit. There you go. Oh, now that's what I do. I become known as the international candy connoisseur. Do opening reviews, and people start sending me junk from everywhere, chocolates and when I say junk, I mean junk food, chocolates and stuff like that from all over the place. I gained my weight back. Oh, thank you. Like and subscribe, join the vibe, aliens in the workshop, let's inscribe. Grumpy's chronic pain, no need to hide. Epoxy brilliance, ride the tide. Cause I could say that's one thing. Grumpy's lost a little bit of weight since the big D has started. You know, yeah, but hey, but it's also kind of beneficial. But I guess I'll talk about it because it's just not a way anybody wants to lose the weight. But hey, I did want some to come off. But yeah, whoo, dropped what, 30 pounds. I float around about 195, and then by the end of the day, I might jump up to 198. They fell asleep. Hey, good morning, Sugar. Workshop whispers, tales of the beyond. Epoxy creations, infinite. see, then I start yawning so hard, it's like it automatically messes with my sinuses. My nose gets stuffed up a little bit, like I'm crying. I ain't crying, not yet. I'm gonna do my thing. That's not to do that today. But yeah, when I yawn, I don't know if it does everybody like that or not, but it gets my neck. When the way you open your jaw and up with your yawn and everything, that pulls right there above my fusion, and I don't know if it's because of that, but when my neck started getting real bad, I noticed when I yawned, it was almost like I'd cry. Pays you to lose weight. Oh heck, I don't remember what that was. I think I remember one of them deals. I've had some wild chips. I just can't remember if I'd had ketchup flavored or not. Because my boy, he likes to get all those weird stuff and try them. And then he'll sit there and go get a bunch of them if it's like the limited time things. I guess that might be where he gets it from too. Like I'm holding on to that Mars bar. He'll get something, and it don't even have to be something that's not around. If it's just something he bought, if he gets to the last of it, he won't eat it or nothing because he's almost out of it. It's like an OCD thing. Like Sheldon knocking on the door or something 3 times or something. He'll when it comes to his he's weirdo. Airhead candies. I remember he was bad about that. He would have every flavor of Airhead candy, but he would not eat one unless he had 2. If he had 2 flavors, he would eat a flavor. And it's like, well, why aren't you eating that? Oh, I don't have another one. Okay. And yeah, I can't blame him. I guess he got that from his daddy. Healthy wager. Fell asleep, dropped my phone, the sofa is dangerous. No, what's bad is when you're laying there on your back holding the phone and say you got your elbows or something propped up on your belly and you got your hands almost above your face and you're like, oh, I'm not sleepy, and then all of a sudden you do kind of nod out and the phone slips from your fingers and pops you right there on the bridge of the nose. Not saying that from experience or nothing.
Shiny dope soldiers a cope. Out of the haze came purpose and hope. Aliens nodding props to the craft, no hate. Epoxy vibes outlasted the hands of fate. Grumpy spun the wood till it morphed out of shape.
Stocking up on him. Yeah, he's like that. He's got the impulses. It's that ADHD thing. It's some of that impulse and impulse control. You got to work on that. It's just something about it. I don't understand it, but it's a thing. But like chocolate covered cherries. He loves chocolate covered cherries. And our Walmart one year, they had the chocolate covered cherries at Christmas time, and the boxes were so much. And my mom loves cherries too. This might be some of what triggered it, because he does really love his Grammy. But she likes them and wanted some, and then he liked them. And then when he went to the store, it was after Christmas, they had them all on sale. Ouch. But they were all on sale, and he bought damn near a buggy full of chocolate covered cherries. I'm talking, we had like 30 or 40 boxes of these things. I was like, son, what are you gonna do with all that? Because at one point he was buying candy and stuff and taking it to school and hustling it, you know. And he was all about trying to make $1, and I told him, don't do nothing to get you in trouble, you know. And so I talked mad crap about when I was younger. I was a candy man at school. Me and my buddy, we'd stop at the store and we'd stock up on bubble gum and lollipops. And then my grandma would go to the Sam's Clubs and get us the big things of Airheads and blow pops and lemon heads and all that, the big ones. And I would go to school with a backpack full of candy, and I would sell candy all day. I don't know. I've had the police jack me up into the office thinking I was selling drugs with a dope dog and dumped my backpack out in the office. Because everybody was saying, well, he's got kids coming up to him and he's taking money and they're walking away. And oh, yeah, it was funny. But anyway, my boy would do the same thing. But I thought he was buying all the cherries to turn around and try to sell the boxes of cherries and stuff. And he told me real quick, no, those were mine. Yeah, we have Pop Rocks.
Grumpy spins the lathe, hand steady in the grind. Epoxy roach clips, art where functions aligned. Workshop sessions, therapy flows in the air. Turning junk into gems.
Oh,
like we
goodness.
just don't care.
Good old days. Yes, good old days.
Glaze, crimson, medicated haze flow.
That's what started it and what made it easier was I'd go to my grandma's and I'd go to my grandma's and it's like junk food and candy and stuff is always at your grandma's house. You wanted junk food, that's where you went. You know, it wasn't at my house. And my uncle would have the fireballs, you know, the big ones. You'd go to the convenience store and buy a handful of them for 15 cents a piece or something like that when I was younger, you know. But big, he'd have them. And it's like, I want what my uncle has. I looked up to my uncle and them. They was like my big brother and sister. My aunt and my uncle was only a couple of years older than me, so they was kind of like siblings, you know, and I was the baby. So if they had it, I had to have it, you know, and I'd sit there and fuss with grandma about it, and she bought me a dang box of the actual blow pops, you know, the bubblegum lollipop suckers, and that was it. It was the blue raspberry ones. That was what got it. I went to school with those and they were popular. You couldn't really get the blue raspberry that often, you know, unless you got them from like Sam's or something, I guess. And so, yeah, those things sold out the first day I had them. And it's like, I called my grandma, I need another box of lollipops. I guess my grandma was the plug after that. Bazooka? What are you talking about? Bazooka? Bubblegum with cartoon wrappers? Wasn't that bazooka gum? But yeah, I would take my money that I made off the lollipops and she bought me the first thing of blow pops and the first thing of red hots and lemon heads that I had. I think grandma and papa bought those for me. It was like a payment for doing some crazy chores up there. But then after that, I made the money off the candy and I would pay for it. But yeah, it was funny when the office drug me up in there because I was the hoodlum child at the school anyway. I was in the dropout prevention programs. You know, I was most likely not to finish school and all because it was my issues with how I learned. They thought I was stupid and stuff, but it was just, you know, looking at it now, it's my ADHD. You know, it's the way that I would have to learn, you know, because I would be drawing and stuff, you know, and I'm drawing, but I was thinking about the work and how to fix it and figure it out or solving my problems, you know, and everybody thought I was just a cut up. And so I guess they thought I was the delinquent dope dealer, but it was candy.
Crafted cures where the resin drips. Epoxy roach clips, fingertips equipped. Medicated therapy, glow flows thick. Chronic pain fades, it's a real slick trick. Aliens in the smoke, shadows in the air. Floating through the
That's
space
funny.
like I just don't
Memories. I hadn't thought about that in a long time, but yeah. It's been since when my son was in high school, because he didn't do it in middle school. He started doing the candy hustle in high school.
Grumpy's laid back, carving for the soul, shaping cloudy dreams, watch the colors roll, hand steady, mind free, this joint's patrol, roach clips bonded.
He was taking cold waters. He was in weightlifting and stuff like that. And so in weightlifting, he'd be in the gym and you'd have other weightlifting classes or other PE classes or whatever going on. And he'd have cold water in his backpack and he'd sell those a little bit cheaper than the vending machines up there. He was smart about it. Cracker Jack still put prizes. They do, but they ain't nothing like they were when we kids. The Cracker Jack prizes when we was kids was actual little toys and crap. Now it's mostly little paper fold-ups and stuff. Little wannabe tricks or something. Nothing worth anything anymore. I guess they afraid too many of the kids these days are gonna eat the shit and choke on it. All right, y'all, we got to see. It says 61. Sorry for the language. Grumpy lets that old construction mouth come out every now and then. I try to keep the profanities and stuff under control. I got to do that in general for my grandbabies as well. That's what started slowing my craziness with my mouth down was my grandbabies. That's what I get on my daughter for. She lets that F-bomb fly left and right. I'm like, you gotta quit doing that. Oh, the only thing I know for sure that's banned from us being kids was lawn darts. And that's the main toy that I played with that I can know for sure that, yeah, they don't look, you know, you're not gonna get them like we used to get them. Oh, no, my dadgum aunt had one of them easy bake ovens. It wasn't, we didn't call it Betty Crocker, we just a little easy bake toy oven. I loved that little thing. That was fun. And then as we got older, we played around with one before and tried to make a little infused easy bake oven cake. A friend of mine had one from his kids and was cleaning out, getting rid of stuff, and wanted to know if it still worked, and it still had a little recipe package to make one of the little cakes. We took and put some ABV is what they call it, already vaped stuff, because it's already activated or whatnot. So we just put a bunch of that in there. Oh, y'all.
Twist tight, they hold anew. Fragments of a life in view. Medication rolls to light. Chronic pain fades into night. The chips may fall, but we stand tall. Bandaged souls, we heal it all. Grit and patience mark the way through the shadow into day.
Yeah, and she's awake already and still hasn't responded to me. Awaken on Facebook and stuff, or Messenger and stuff already. That's okay. But see, that's the bad thing. Love her to death, but she'll take advantage of me like that because she knows I won't say no when it comes to the grandkids. I won't even say no when it comes to the silly dog, the grand pug. You know, I'll get fluffy and an attitude like, you're inconvenient to me. I got to do this, this, and this about it, whatever. And then when they get here, I'm loving all over them like I wanted them to come and was going to be pissed off if they didn't show up anyway, right? Yeah, no. It's just the principle. That's the grand pug. I'm sorry. I'll complain about that little puppy, or she's not a puppy no more. But I'll complain about that dog so much. But then when she gets here, yeah, it's funny. I melt. The grumpy ain't so grumpy.
I carve my vision. Spirits in the timber. Whispers so clear. Lathe spins, I'm grinning. No fear. Chisel songs.
I call her name's Lucy, and she barks and she's extra. Okay, that's what I joke and play and say my daughter and her kids are extra because they're just up a few levels. You know, like I said, I think my grandson's on the spectrum just slightly, you know, so I'm not picking on him by being mean by no means. I adore and love his little butt so much, but their energy's up there. And the little dog matches their energy, buddy. It's up there. She gets here, she's barking. I can hear her raising Cain in the back of the car. And the daughter will hook the harness to her and stuff. And it's like the kids going to see their grandparents. They're all excited and want to run to their grandparents. Well, she's barking, going nuts because she's here at Grumpy's. And I'll kind of bend down and the daughter spaz. I say, just let her go. And she'll jump out of the car and come running straight to me. And then I'll grab her harness, grab her leash. Then she'll turn around and look at my daughter and start barking at my daughter like, ha ha, I got my Grumpy. Makes my day. Inconveniences my day because I can't come out in my garage and do nothing because she'll tear stuff up in the house. And then that's the whole reason of keeping her is my daughter don't want to put her in the kennel all day. And so she gets to go to Grumpy's daycare. Oh, goodness, y'all. Hey, good morning, Van. And then she'll curl up right there up on me. I mean, in my arm like a damn baby almost. And she's the typical pug. You look at the pugs on TV and they got that lazy crossed eye and all that. And I don't remember the actor, but they always compare that one actor's face to him because his eyes is just, he's got that lazy eye. But I mean, she's just textbook pug. Vocal too. She's a mess. Oh, Pat, I got your emails late last night, sir. I didn't know you stayed up late like that. I hope it wasn't because you was hurting. I imagine you might have been because you've been pretty active. Hey, Amy, good morning. That's what I went to go do. I went to get up to do something. I couldn't remember what it was. Now I remember what it was. I was going to get up to go get my glasses. Oh, I can see glasses are in the bedroom. Let me go back and get to the show. I can't read my damn phone without my glasses hardly anymore. So I had them back here. Crazy thing about my glasses is I'm still wearing my script from, what is it, 2023, because they've never really been able to get my script right. My my reading script's pretty close to right now, but I don't want to scratch them up, so I use my older ones. Now I feel like I gotta sneeze. Oh, I gotta clean my box out. I want to set my coffee up in here with me, but there's no room. Oh goodness! I have that Folgers black silk. It's the blend that I'm drinking on right now. I like it. It's pretty good. Cucumber car. Are you talking about that old cucumber? Was it plastic? No, I don't remember that. I was thinking of the book. There was a kid's book. When you said cucumber car, it made me think of that kid's book where it's all the animals with all the different crazy kind of cars, like a tomato car, a hat car. I mean, anything that could be, anything was a car. Hey, Mr. Joni. Hey, good morning, Rubberneck. Hey, thank you everybody for tuning in with my crazy butt, especially this early in the morning. Oh, goodness. We got to wake up. Let the resin reveal art deep as the void, carving wounds that heal. Fingerprints in wood grain, Grumpy's real deal. Aliens just nodded, man, it's mad appeal. Grumpy's batshit crazy, meds in a haze, roll type medication, floating outer space. Big Bird, Big Bird and Grouch was my Big Bird and Grouch was my Sesame Street toys, and then I had a Kermit, a little stuffed Kermit the Frog. I had one of those, and let's see, Kermit and Big Bird were my favorite. I think I still got, I think if you go back to my mom's house and go back to my bedroom back there and go into my closet, I think my Big Bird is probably still up in the top of my closet in my childhood bedroom closet. It's still got some of my childhood stuff up in it, but mainly my mom and my dad's stuff. But oh no, BB things, pew pews was
I got in trouble with those.
Ride the creative blaze, sharp blade cutting, pouring epoxy to life. Each stroke scope chaos, channel the strife. Aliens whisper notes, transmit them precise. Out of this world, roach clip got that spice. Glow bright like UFOs at a midnight sight. Craft wild carvings, man, they take flight. In a zone, no.
We would have wars with them. Yeah. Like it was aerosol guns or something, but it was BB and pellet rifles. Like, don't pump it up more than 2 times. You hear a little dude around the corner pumping that joker up 15 times. So you done shot him in the back of the head, and he's pissed off. He's fixing to get you back. And he's putting 3 or 4 BBs in that barrel too, so it's not just a single shot coming. I've come home with many welts on me from them things. Darts, yup. We went with the actual dart from the dart boards, because when I was little, there wasn't no little plastic tipped darts. It was all your steel darts. And when we didn't have the lawn darts no more, we'd go out there with them regular darts off the parents' dart boards and just see how high we could shoot them things into the air with your hand, you know, and them little bitty things would get up there and you can't even see them, you know, and then they come down and hit you. Oh gosh, that was just as dangerous. We were nuts. I'm sorry. I think I'm a Gen Xer. I think the Gen X could you imagine Gen X's kids with Facebook and YouTube going on? Oh goodness.
Pour the truth in molds, let the resin reveal. Art deep as the void, carving wounds that heal. Fingerprints and wood grain, grumpy's real deal.
It would never be a dull moment, that's for sure. Now, there's not a dull moment on YouTube and stuff now, pretty much, but could you just imagine? I could see myself having that GoPro slapped on there. I didn't have the helmets back then, so that would be one thing we'd have to figure out. Whoa, I guess we would just daggum wrap it around our sweaty headband or whatever. But I've skateboarded off my roof and stuff like that, so I could just imagine. The stupid stuff that we did. I'm okay. I don't need a cane or nothing. I say, what happened to you? I growed up too rough and worked too hard. That's what I tell everybody with my breaks and my aches and my pains. There you go.
In the soft twilight, medication makes it easy, muscles calm and loose. Carving up some freedom feels like heaven's truce. Each spirit in the woods got a tale to tell. Drown hums a song, it's like casting spells. With every turn and twist, find a bit of peace.
I got in trouble with that too, with the bow and arrows. I got it. Yep, I got my butt tore up from one of those. And it was straight accident. Now, I wasn't being intrusive. The intrusive thoughts didn't win. They somewhat won, but didn't win. We had homemade bow and arrows. We were taking the old, I don't even know the name, what kind of tree it was, but it was like an old bushy shrub. They get the little green berries and then red berries and got the tiny leaves all over them. Well, they would grow straight but have a slight curve to them, kind of like crepe myrtle branches. And we would cut those branches, string cotton string or kite string or heavy fishing string between them to make it like your bow line. And then we would take the straight sticks and sharpen them up and put little splits and try to make little arrows and stuff out of them. We did that, and there was a gentleman in the neighborhood that had your old target arrows that's got the tip crimped onto them, not the screw-in tips, but the old crimp-on throwaway arrows. I guess practice arrows, target arrows. But we had a handful of those. You know, he says, oh, you need real arrows to play with that, you know. And we're young kids, it wasn't no big deal. But again, we were young kids, so it should have been a big deal. There was little girls that lived up the road that was skateboarding, and roller skating, and they would come back and forth on their skates, you know, and we'd say, oh, you can't come in front of our house. We're acting cops, robbers, Indians, whatever, just being stupid kids. And I was shooting the arrows at their skate wheels, you know, and it was funny because it was the little metal tip arrows and not razor tip or nothing. They were just blunt broad tips or whatever, but I would hit the ground and try to shoot between the trucks, you know, bounce the arrow off the road and go under the trucks, because they were but 10, 15 feet away from each other with, you know, they wasn't even real bows. But the point is it was dangerous enough we shouldn't have been doing the stupid stuff. But I shot the bow and the arrow hit the road and bounced up off the road and stuck her in her arm right by her elbow. Just went into her skin, you know, enough to, it stuck and she bled a little bit. And oh man, her daddy come down there, whooped my ass. Whooped my butt. And then that was before my mom and dad even know what was going on. And then they come out there and whoop my butt. It was straight accident. It wasn't on purpose. You know, I mean, I was shooting towards them on purpose, but I wasn't trying to physically hit them. No, I wasn't even thought of in the 50s. I was a 76er. What's that? That's 26 years old. My daddy might have been a twinkle in his daddy's eyes. Oh, thank you, Reverend Nick. Now, I don't know how old my dad was compared to my mom or my sperm donor. He really ain't my dad. But I know he was older than my mom, and my mom was like 17. 17, 18, 17. Young when she had my sister. That's another crazy thing about Grumpy. I guess that might be some of Grumpy's head trip and trauma. I have a full-blooded sister that I didn't know I had. You know, I know now, and I want to so desperately have a relationship with her now, but I don't know how. And I might get upset and start crying over that. But yeah. I didn't find out about my sister until I was 15, almost 16 years old. That was something there. I mean, full-blooded from my mom and my biological sperm donor.
Grumpy LaidBak said
My mom was 14 when she had her, and my grandma was pregnant with my uncle at the same time. My mom was pregnant with my sister, and my grandma made my mom give her up for adoption. And I never knew until I was, like I said, 15. We've connected, but I just don't know how to have that relationship. So it's just, I guess it's awkward. I want that relationship. I want a relationship with my sister so bad I can't see straight. But hey, good morning, Don. We have been talking here a little bit though the past few months. She's got a lot going on right now with her life, and oh, I wish I could be up there to help her, but I don't know how. Like I said, she is adopted, and her mom's passed away, and she just recently lost her dad, and so I imagine she feels abandoned and alone for sure. Hey, good morning, Becky. But I just don't know. I just honestly don't know. But yeah, I come home from school one day and my mom was on the phone, and I was a mama's boy. I still am my mama's boy. I just got mama issues too. But she was upset and she was crying. And, you know, being a mama's boy, you know, I got to take care of my mama. I was all upset. Who are you talking to? Who's got you upset? Who are you on the phone with? And now I also growed up in the generation where kids was to be seen, not heard. And you get backhanded and popped real quick. There you go, Don. That's the image I'm doing. You get back talk, you know, go to back talking, you know, you get backhanded, you know. When she told me to shut up and sit down, she'd talk to me in a minute and then give me that mama look, you know, and I'm like, dang. So I sit down. And then there was issues with the sperm donor, you know. She always told me that before I ever went down there was some stuff, because she knew I wanted to know where I come from, you know, but she told me there was some stories that she wanted to tell me beforehand. And then she told me that day, because what it was my sister. My mom's always tried to look for her and reconnect with her, but when that adoption situation goes off, you know, the biological parents, once they give their child up for adoption, you have zero rights, you know, so they do not give you any information on the family that adopted the kid, where the kid might be, because they don't want some parent to, you know, go in there and wig out, you know, because some children don't know, you know, so they don't want them to go in there and mess that child up, say, oh, I'm your mama, you know. So I can understand that, but my mom always left notes and letters at the adoption agency. And my sister, when she got older, she got curious and she tried to search my mom out and find my mom. And that's how they reconnected. So that was cool. But anyway, Mama told me that day that, you know, she told me the whole story. When we went and we met her, and it was crazy too, because I can remember it was in Aiken, South Carolina is where we had to go. And we were at the hotel, or the little motel. And that's where she was coming to meet us there. You know, I don't blame her. She didn't know us. She wasn't going to bring us to her house, you know. And But every time I heard the car door, I was jumping up, looking out the window, you know. And my mom was like, "You need to sit down. She's not here." And then two, even if you knew she was there, you wouldn't know what she looked like. You wouldn't know. Da 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 da. And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right." And I jump up and look every time. Anyway, every time I heard the door, I heard the car door. I jumped up and looked out the window and I said, "She's here." She goes, "No, you don't know." I said, "No, she's here." And it was her. You know, she come up and yeah, it was awesome. She is my little big sister, because it's like I'm almost 6 foot and I was like almost 6 or 8 inches taller than her. I'm way taller than her, but she's older. So I called her my little big sister. And that's how I said it. But, yeah, we met a few times. She come down a few times, but it's just two different lives. And then it was almost like once she left, it was like out of sight, out of mind almost. I don't know how to carry that connection. I don't know how to connect my emotions for that or whatever. You know I want that connection. I want that connection bad. You know, that's my
Roach clips glowing, fingertips control. Therapy the mission, fire feeds the soul.
but
Ink in the wood grain,
she has been in my chat before.
lost in creation,
So if you're listening,
epoxy
I
drips
love you.
locks the vibe in time. Therapy eternal, sculpted line by line. Pain fades silent, buzzed up the climb. Aliens tracking thoughts, feeling so divine. Aliens in the smoke, they whisper truth. Medication rolled tight, sparking the roots. Chronic pain a ghost, fades in the booth. Creating our escape, these forms be proof. Grumpy's craft cuts through that ether haze. Shoving demons aside, calling brighter days. Therapeutic fiction set the
It's been a long time since I've seen her too,
healing we move through the
in person.
Grumpy's got a sharp hand, steady as fate. Epoxy flowing deep, creation's ornate. Lighter cases sharp, roach clips out of sight. Glow brighter in the dark than a meteorite. Therapy and carving, steady hands, no slack. Each cut a reflection of dreams fighting back. Grumpy's batshit crazy, yet the vibe's polite. Medication rolled
It's
tighter
looking
than a
sloppy up
poet's
there. The
insight.
blinds are getting way wide.
Watching, they nod and they grin. Shapes in the shadows where the carvings begin. Vibes intergalactic, creations take flight. Like and subscribe, let the algorithms ignite. Epoxy spills like rivers on a moonlit night. Shapes emerge, sharp souls taking their bite. From batshit to brilliance, the cycle's tight. Grumpy carving galaxies push the limits of sight. Glow bright edges, life's a strobe light glow. Hands cramp steady, art dances just so. Laid back visions, they traverse the unknown. Aliens watch Grumpy shape the great unknown. Sign to the vibe, drop that subscribe. Catch carvings flowing steady, creations alive. Grumpy in his own, aliens not pure delight. Watch epoxy spill dreams under fluorescent lights.
Oh goodness.
Gonna reconnect though. I just need to be able to get out of here. Like I said, I got to have me some money and some things, and that's all gonna happen sooner or later. When it does, I can take a road trip or 2 or 3 or 4. I know I want to head north, and so that will be along the way.
Laid-back visions, they traverse the unknown. Aliens watch Grumpy shape the great unknown. Sign to the vibe, drop that subscribe. Catch carvings flowing steady, creations alive. Grumpy in his own, aliens not pure delight. Watch epoxy spill dreams under fluorescent lights.
You ain't missing nothing getting drunk. It's overrated. I promise you. Half the time you ain't gonna do nothing but get a headache and regret half the crap you did before anyway. I say that. Some people get drunk and have a good old time. When I was younger, I did. As I got older, I don't want to get drunk. Oh heck, merry-go-round. Oh yeah. Our park, we had the merry-go-round, we had the steel slides, and then our slide was about probably, I don't know. As a kid, you'd think it was 100 foot high, but it wasn't that tall. But it was probably 35, 40 foot high maybe, and it had a tunnel. It was like a water tower. It had a big center pipe that went up, and then you had the platform around the top of that pipe, you know, and that's where all the slides would go down at. And you had a staircase that would take you up to that platform, but you also, the tunnel, the main structure holding it was literally like a sewage tunnel. I mean, you would literally crawl in the tunnel, and it had a ladder. You climbed up the ladder to the top, you know, and then go down. Well, it was all open for a long time, and then I can remember I was probably about 12, 10, somewhere in that range. They filled in that center tube with concrete. Too many kids was climbing up it and would fall, or kids would come down as kids was going up, or get pushed from the top and fall down. And then they had I called it the hamster wheel. It was like a damn big old wooden barrel. You know, it was a giant circle, and it had a house shape built around it, and you would stand up and get it running. You know, and then people would stand there and try to brace themselves up and do the cartwheel around the inside of it. I've done that and fell on my head so many times. Yeah, the parks growing up when we was little, boy, they were off the chain. You had the actual steel monkey bars that you would climb up on and fall on your head. King of the world or king of the mountain, but you're on that steel monkey bar. Ain't nobody getting up. You standing on the top kicking folks as they try to climb up. Oh, I say memories. I've suffered, I think, more concussions as a kid playing than I did as an older kid fighting. Boy, that man something. Oh, no. That would be rough. Spoonful of lard. Ooh, that would be rough. Oh, no, spankings? No, sir. I'm skinned and chat a little bit. And yeah, corporal punishment, that was well believed in. I got my butt tore up on a regular. Heck, for a while it was the option. Do you want to get a spanking or you want to get grounded? I took spanking. I could not stand sitting around. That's just it. Me sitting here in my garage not doing nothing, that goes against every being of what I've always been. I've never been one to just sit around. I was constantly going. But it was like when I got my disability, I was afraid to do anything. I'm afraid to freaking go out the door. They're going to say, oh, he's not disabled, and take it away from me. You know, I guess that's some of my anxieties and what kept me locked up in my garage.
Roach clips cleaned, each one's a story. Copper wire twist, their repute to the glory. Minds at ease, wood chips in the air. Chronic pain fades, I'm beyond the despair. Carve the pain away, does therapy delight. In the shop late, working through the night. Every cut heals, every scrape mends.
Rock fights, dirt. It would be we would call it dirt bomb fights because we didn't have dirt. We had clay, and then we had sand, or like you say, rocks. But we would sit there and find that clay and take a stick and sit there and carve out a square or a round spot to get it. That would be like a snowball, but it would be a clay ball, and we would throw those and fight with those. That and BBs.
I'm a healed man.
Yeah, it's a wonder I got both my eyeballs.
Where the sawdust flies, epoxy gleams under dreamy skies. Lathe spins tight, making wonders glow. Grumpy's magic, it's a chill kind of show. Medication rolled up tight tonight.
But I guess that's just it too. As rough and as crazy as I played and as broken as I am now, that's why I was like a hover parent. You know, my daughter got a little more freedom on the running and playing and tumbling and learning to do stuff because I was a little more able to help teach her. And then with my son, I was more broken with my son as he was getting to where he learn to ride a bicycle and stuff like that. So I wasn't really able to run behind him and try to help teach him, you know. And then he was a little more sensitive too. So yeah, he wasn't that kind of a kid. He didn't want to fall. He was always scared to fall on anything he did. He didn't want to get hurt, which I don't blame him. Like your green machines that you kind of like the big wheels that you could pedal and then slide and go doing the little 360 and drifting and stuff with. He had one of those growing up, but he wouldn't lean into it and make it go spinning and sliding because he did it one time and fell off of it, and that was it. Yeah, he was, like I said, he was more, uses his brain for stuff.
Treasures made with flair. Each groove whispers tales untold. Epoxy shines pure and uncontrolled.
She's driving and riding around and she has a message in the back. And that's what I told her. I said, I'm sorry. Just a little frustrated with my daughter. We had a conversation not long ago, and it was like the whole thing was like, you know, I said something about we don't talk, and she wanted to say something about I don't communicate. I said, well, I message you all the time, and you never respond to me. And that's a prime example. Messaged her, and she hadn't responded to me.
Grumpy's at the lace, spin a roach clip tight. Epoxy dreams gleam in the fluorescent
Miss
light.
Daisy with my
Workshop
back.
therapy, wood chips in the storm.
Belt, there you go, that 1-inch razor belt. My grandpa was a truck driver, I guess a little jack of all trades, but truck driver was his gig. You know, that's what he did. And then when he wasn't doing his truck driving, I guess his hobby, like I like to play with wood burning and carbonol, he was leathersmithing. He would take leather and make little keychains and stamp the different pictures and stain them, paint them, tan them. I mean, whole 9 yards. He done all kind of stuff with leather. It was awesome. But he made belts. Oh my God. Hey, hold on. I'll show y'all. Oh, this is gonna make me drop in the fetal position, y'all. Oh, where'd my light go? There it is. Yeah, my pawpaw, he did some awesome belts. I think this is my dad's belt. I don't think I have any of mine left. This is cool, y'all. This is watch out, Pepper. This is just too cool. This brings back a lot of memories. Come on, my big dog wants outside, y'all. She was up already. Let me let her out. I'll come back to the camera real quick. Come on, go. 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 I'm not messing with go. Looking for squirrels. She ain't even awake. Looking for squirrels. All right. Oh, my dad's name was Jimmy. That's my stepdad. That's the man that raised me, though. That's my dad. You know, my sperm donor was not my dad. He might try to have claimed to have been, but no, he was never a dad. This is the buckle. It's leather. My pawpaw, he stamped the design in there and then stained it up, you know, burned it with his torch. Whatever he did to get his colors to that, that's what he did for this piece. And he had big sheets of leather. He cut the leather out into the strips. He had his little gauges and everything, and he would cut it and make it. And my dad liked to hunt and fish, you know, so there's duck, and he got some fish, he got a deer, and then right there was, I think, feathers right there, and I think those were supposed to be feathers in each one of them sections. That's a buck in there, and then his name. This is old. It's losing its color and all, because that's right there where it's been hung up. It's been bent right there. But I can imagine that right there's left welts across my butt many times. But yeah, that would be cool to turn that into a strop or something one day. But at the same time, it's still one whole piece. And like I said, that was my dad's belt. And it's the last piece of leather. I don't have anything else that my pawpaw had made from leather or nothing from me being a kid. Oh wow, y'all. Let me see. Oh wow, I can even put it on and wear it. It fits. Come on, big girl. I'm gonna go put this back up, y'all, so I don't mess it up.
Keeps them alive. Medicinal haze, no pain stays the course. Roach clip crackles, fire fuels the source. Lay spin stories, whispers through the grain. Alien medics in the wood, healing every vein. Workshop therapy, the grind finds its peace. Red eyes, coated, medicated, sweet release.
Oh man, I do have demons in my head and crap that I fight from. Got a lot of resentment. I shouldn't have it. It's not my place to have it, but then again, it is. And I look back, I'll stay out of it. I look back and blame my grandma for me not having a relationship with my sister. And then some of the stupid stuff that's happened over the life and in the past. And the big argument that put the split between me and my family, and nobody stood up and said nothing. And grandma should have stood up and been grandma. You know, everybody go listen to grandma. Grandma stand up and say, shut up and sit down. Everybody gonna shut up and sit down, right? But no, grandma ain't gonna say nothing. She'll act like nothing happening. Oh, I love her, but memories. But yeah, my papa done some awesome leather work. He's made many belts for me when I was little, because somehow I would just miraculously lose them. I don't know what happened to that belt. That's the one that whooped me, because now when I got a belt whooping, that was the bad thing about a belt whooping. That belt hit everywhere but your rear end. Hold your arms up. We're doing the morning exercises. Hey, Amy, you have a good morning. Mama would hold that one hand and go to dancing you in a circle. I'd throw them belts away, I'd hide them. We'd go to Papa's the next weekend. He'd say, Timmy, I hear you lost your belt. I'd be like, no, sir. He said, well, here's your new one. I say, oh, thank you. My favorite one was the Star Wars. I had a Star Wars belt that he made that was leather. It had R2-D2, C-3PO, Starfighters, X-Wings. How that belt had the little deer stamp and the little fish and stuff like that. He had those Star Wars stamps that he stamped the leather with going on. Then he took his leather dyes and paints and actually painted them and stuff. It was an awesome belt. I won't never forget it. I wish I still had that belt. But hell, it probably wouldn't be that long. That was when I was little. He did little leather visors, like little sun visors and all. And he made some neat stuff, little wallets.
chronic pain takes a backseat ride. Crafted wonders with a steady hand. Unique treasures from this magic land. Oh, grumpy, carve it all, don't stop. Each creation makes the pain drop. Under UV, the colors ignite, glowing bold through every night. Every flick and every shine puts the weight of the world in decline. Carving joy in the form of waves, epoxy flowing like dreams he saves. Oh, grumpy, carve it all, don't stop. Each creation makes the pain drop. Under UV, the colors ignite, glowing bold through every night.
It's not one there.
Grumpy shop is humming alive. Lathe spinning, carving dreams to thrive. Epoxy flows like rivers that gleam, turning roach clips into a smoky scene. Fingers stained with colors so wild, crafting wonders with a twist and a smile.
Oh goodness, that's good. I don't do the fried foods and stuff like that much no more though, because it really messes with me. I could probably have like one piece and then I'd have to stop. But something like that would taste so good, it's like you can't have just one. That's the, I guess I joke and say that because I mean right now I'm not eating my feelings, but usually I would get, you know, I guess maybe a little more depressed than normal. And wanna I guess probably smoked a little more, so had a little more munchies, you know, but I would eat my feelings, and it's like I don't need to do that because my back issues and all, the heavier I get, the more it's gonna make my back hurt, you know? So that's kind of why I wanted to lose some weight, but just didn't want to do it this way. But I can't process greasy foods and stuff, and that's what I'm getting at. All the good food is greasy, you know, it's got fat or something like that in it, because that's where all your flavor is, and my body don't process any of that kind of fat. I eat too many walnuts or something like that. The oil and the fat from the peanuts and stuff it will stack up on my system. Just, I don't know what it is. People say it's my gallbladder, but I don't have any pain or nothing, or no like gallbladder attacks or anything, but yeah, it's weird. I guess that's why I try to eat a little healthier than, because it's just, and then like even your healthy oils, canola oil, this oil, no, oil's oil for my stomach. It don't matter. Too much chicken broth, and the chicken broth's got too much oil in it. You know, it's weird. Never been able to stick with the doctors long enough to figure out what it is, because I don't like all the damn, I feel like they're just crazy tests just hitting the insurance, and like they're just checking stuff off going down the list. You know, it's like, come on, people. Can't be the only person that's been like this, you know. One doctor says, oh, slow stomach, and wants to give me a pill for that, and then, oh, well, you feel like this because of that pill, well, take this pill too. And no, I'm not taking 3 or 4 pills because of one issue and 10 side effects.
Time captured in epoxy's blaze. Anxiety just the same. Grumpy's carving all night long. Each piece hums its own sweet song. Magic in the resin where the feelings grow. Welcome to the place where the epoxy flows. Fingers steady as the hours roll by. Every carve a spark in the starry sky. Unique like whispers from the devil's brew. Grumpy ain't stopping till he's
Oh, thank you. I'm getting a little bummed with it. My lines are all boogery and some are wide, some are narrow. I'll burn it, and then once I get it burned, I'll go back and try to make everything symmetrical, try to get all the lines the same thickness. There's a couple of spots that's just, they got hot. You know, I'll sit here and babble for a minute, and while I'm talking, the temperature is hot. You know, it's heat. This thing's as hot as it's gonna get. Then when I touch the wood, it's real hot. So that's why you'll see me kind of moving before I touch. That way I'm in motion as soon as it hits, because it is so hot. But then as soon as it hits, it cools down a little bit, because the cold wood will draw some of the heat out of the tip, and then the tip will, it's hard to describe it. It'll draw the heat away, but then the heat ramps back up to kind of balance back out. So you got to be moving. And so, yeah. Some of my lines are good, some of them aren't. I'll clean it up though. Once I burn it all, I'll go back over it with the Scotch-Brite pads and knock a lot of that carbon off. And then that'll clean up like some of the spots where it's a little yellow, where it was real hot. When you scuff over it, that'll take some of that yellowing out of there and clean it. It'll look better then. I get like that with this piece. I've done this piece a few times and I always struggle with it, but then I like it at the end. It comes out.
Grumpy's hands got the midnight touch. Fingers smooth by the glow so much. Each piece carved under UV skies. Epoxy dreams where the magic lies. Lighter cases with a neon spark. Roach clips charting through the dark.
I'll get to pushing so hard on there that part starts pointing up too much. So I gotta tweak it down a little bit. Tweak it down a little bit or turn the tip over. But the way I got my tip bent, the very top of it's fanned over a little bit. So I can't turn it over unless I'm trying to get super fine lines with just the tip part of it. Bring it down just a little bit.
Grumpy keeps carving all through the night.
Yeah, it's my channel name at gmail.com.
Unique creations that tell no lies. Every twisted gem under unseen skies. The pour of
All right, it's Grumpy's LaidBak Carvings at gmail.com. Just don't put the apostrophe in there. On LaidBak or carvings. Is there an apostrophe in there? Or should there be? I don't know. I don't even know what it looks like written out.
Grumpy's fight, taming pain with this glowing light. Epoxy alive in the endless flow. A laid back groove you'll never outgrow.
Yeah, there is. You don't put the apostrophe there.
Where the epoxy flows and the pain subsides. Carving till dawn where the spirit glides. Anxiety melts in the UV light. Grumpy keeps carving all through the night.
There you go. That should be it. Just like that. You got to remember to leave the C out of back too. A lot of people will try to look at it and say, oh, Grumpy's laid back carvings, and muscle memory when they go to typing out laid back. It's just some people type fast and it just muscle memory that C pops in there, and then they'll send an email and I'll never get it. Working decoys and decorative decoys. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, man. You doing stuff like that, dude, you're going to blow my work out of the damn water. Yeah. That damn decoy carving, that's some awesome stuff right there. Then taking and putting in the detail to get the what is it, the feathers and stuff in there. Oh, goodness.
Charting through the dark, each one surrenders its hidden flare, a secret glow.
I love some of those some of the artists on the Kindred Spirits Facebook group that do the bird work and everything. I mean, they got those little birds in their hands and they're sitting there and just, and I mean, when they're done, it looks like they're holding a real flipping bird in their hand. I was like, wow. I do not have that skill set, and I envy folks that do. Yes, that should be it. Yeah. Grumpy's LaidBak Carvings at gmail.com. PK, hello. Oh, my neck. Okay, stay, y'all. Have a great day. Be careful out there on the roads now. Make sure you got that tractor strapped down. I don't want that thing to come on top of you when you slam them brakes. You daggum idiots out there on the road. That's some of the reasons I wouldn't go into a CDL truck neither with my disability. One, most CDLs that I dealt with were dump trucks and all, so they got the clutch, and I can't pump a clutch with my left leg. That's the side that bothers me the worst. And then on top of that, just the way idiots are, and they pull out in front of them big trucks, I just don't want to know that I run somebody over.
Grumpy spins the lay, sparks dance in the haze. Epoxy dreams crafted in fluorescent mazes. Workshop therapy, sawdust coated phase. Aliens peeking through interdimensional gaze. Eyes burning, medicated smoke swirl.
It's crazy how people think the big trucks, oh, they're a big truck, they're supposed to have good brakes, they can stop. Man, they don't understand inertia. Them big trucks might have good brakes, but they got to figure that big trucks, 15 or so of their cars, easy, you know, loaded down and all that. Yeah, I don't get people. Go pull out in front of a big truck and brake check that bad boy. Woo.
Meditators trip, fog on the horizon, blurred lens to grip, smoke signals rise in the alien ship.
I like them truck driving videos when them truck drivers has got their dash cams set up and it's like stupid people versus big truck, you know, and it's got a bunch of reels of just people cutting them off, pulling out in front of them, wanting to road rage with them and brake check them like they gonna do something to that big truck. Little bitty Honda Civic go pull out in front of a damn 18-wheeler and brake check him. I mean, come on. That'd be a speed bump. Tupelo Gumwood. Okay. Songbirds, decoys, and caricatures. There you go. Heck yeah, I'd love to look at your work. I think I got my community post. I think on my thing is open where people can post to it. I think. I don't mind if you post your work there. I just got to figure out how to look at it and find those posts. I don't think I get a notification when they do that. I think Dang John, when he got my stickers, I think he'd put it up, put the notification up on, or put a post up on my community thing, and I didn't see it on my community stuff for like a week or so after that he had put it up before I finally saw it. And even went looking for it one time because he told me it was up there and I couldn't find it. But I don't navigate all those tabs in YouTube well yet.
Smoother than a vinyl. Grumpy got the recipe, soul's archival. Art in the mist, anti-pain revival. Aliens and shadows, tools hiss like steam. Lathe humming rhythms, it's a stoner's dream. Workshop, mystic hands craft the supreme. Epoxy holds truths tucked in the machine. Therapy's a lace spin, roaches in the.
And I want to rub this off real hard. You don't want to do that.
Smoke signals rising, the alien ship dips.
Oh yeah, some of them's the smash and grab kind of deals for insurance and all, but it's like Florida's a no fault state, so that's like one. Why are you trying to do that in a no fault state like that? Because then you have to make sure that the crash scene is gonna 100% rule in your favor. You know, if you're doing some stupid mess like that. You know, you got, yeah. I don't know. I guess it's funny when people put that much effort into ripping somebody off, but yet they don't do their homework and know the laws. But yeah, but no, some of it's just straight stupid road rage. I mean, I've been there. I've used to trigger and get raged like that and want to run my truck into a big truck thinking I'm going to do something to it. You know, it's just your brain when that road rage trips, it's just a switch that flips, and unfortunately it's that impulse you can't control. I think a lot of road rage people might be ADHD bound as well, because it's like that dopamine goes off, you start hyper focusing because they done one little thing that you know they did wrong, but you should be able to blow it off. But it's like, no, that could have caused a wreck, and then you start focusing on that, and it's like, that just ain't right, and then your brain just starts feeding. And that dopamine starts stacking, and it's just you start and you crave more of it, and then it's just that adrenaline kicks up and you can't calm down, and then here you are, you're Ray acting like a dumbass. Oops, sorry, you're Ray acting like a goofball, you know. But I think that's where a lot of that rage comes from, and you guys, it's that impulse, and you got to analyze it, know that trigger, take that breath, moose-ah, do whatever you got to do. Reset. There you go. You need to reset before you react. And a lot of people don't know that about themselves, or they don't know how to find that reset. And it's easier said than done by all means. It's taken me a long time to settle myself, and I'm still not perfect. I still get mad. I'll still want to rage, but I don't as nearly like I used to do. I can't physically. I'll hurt myself. But no, a lot of it it's mentally, it's no good. You know, I want to let that part of me go. I want that there because I don't want to be a pushover, but at the same time, I want to be a nice guy, yo. Let me make sure my son's up. Yeah, he's sleeping. Gotta go wake him up. Ah, I thought you were sleeping. I'll let you come out so I can get Sparrow. I get up in the mornings to make sure you're up, and I'll look to see if the bathroom light's on if it's after 7:30. Normally that's my cue of if you're up or not. I didn't see the light, so I thought you were still asleep. Oh goodness, boy. He got so much stuff. He's like his daddy. Come here, baby. Oh, what's up, big boy? You feel better this morning? Oh, come here. Oh. Let's go. Come on. Go. Pepper, stop. Dude, you're alone. Stop. I'm gonna get your blade. Come on, old man. I told her. Come on. I know. You just don't snatch her around, do you? Say, dadgummit. So that herding instinct from her blue heeler, she'll sit there and grab him by the nape of the neck and try to pull him down the hallway if he's not moving. You know, if it's time to walk a certain direction, she'll get beside him and grab and pull him a couple of times. She's not being mean. She's just like, come on, old man, we got to go this way. Go, big girl. Hey, Radar.
Alien visitors peek through the haze. Grumpy shrugs it off while the UV plays. Galactic invitations drilled in his flow. Fiery clips steady with the cop.
Oh, my back. I think I might have been restless in that little bit of sleep I got. Grumpy turned into a night owl last night. I stayed up way past my bedtime and wasn't tired either. Like I said, I used to be a massive night owl. I majorly rewired myself so I would be alert and stuff for my grandson when I was playing Super Grumpy. Yeah, that's one thing I guess I can say, you know, I hate being disabled. I want to work and make that money and be busy and productive like that. But I missed out on a lot of stuff with my daughter and my son when they were little and babies growing up because I was working and just balls to the wall. So that's one thing I guess that I do love about being Super Grumpy was I got to catch a lot of the little things with my grandbabies that was little things that I didn't catch with my actual children. You know, so that was awesome. Yeah, it's worked on me. I do think if I didn't do all the grumpy stuff that I've done, when I say grumpy stuff, I mean, like, I guess grandparent stuff and all, because yeah, I mean, what are you doing, Pepper? Silly. But I did everything. Laid down on the floor with them, would make them a little pallet and lay his little toys out. I'd lay down there, play with them, kick the little toys with them to help him engage stuff, you know, do what parents would do with their babies. I was doing that with my grandbabies. So, yeah, I complain about it, but I'll be darned, I won't never trade it for nothing. Maybe a healthier body and do it again, or I could do it even better. Oh, you got to save that for Old Path After Dark, sir. I'm kidding. I used to do that too. Wake up, that was my coffee. Wake up in the mornings, and that's what I would do. I would come straight out of the bed, straight to the shower, because I didn't drink coffee when I was a little bit younger. I would stay up so late, and so I'd wake up and I'd be just like The Walking Dead. So I'd have to hit the shower to wake up. But okay, cool. Oh no, is that a rabbit hole I want to go down? Fingernail ridges. Do you have vertical ridges on your fingernails? Here's what that means. Oh goodness. Put my rabbit shoes on, y'all. That's what I do. Silly little pop-ups like that, you know, that's just something that's on my YouTube feed or something that's sitting there. But I'll get a notification and that'll take me out of what I'm doing. And I'll look at the notification and I say, okay, I'll look at that later. And then as I'm closing that, I'll see one of them little feeds up there. I'm like, well, if I close that, that's gonna go away. I want to see what that is. Click, and the next thing you know, 2 hours later, after I've done doom scrolled through a million feeds. Oh. Excuse me. That's why I joke, say I'm gonna get some Bigfoot shoes. You know, quit picking on my toes, and then I won't have no rabbit shoes no more. Maybe I'll stay out of them rabbit holes. Because Lord knows I'll hop down some rabbit holes. I have one of those brains. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, or whatever that word, how you say that. I am, but I'm not. Some of that stuff, the dots connect, you know, and then some of it, you know, they connect for a while, but then you see them going off left field and you know it's just crazy, you know. But
cup stained, plans on hold, sketches on receipts, reason on the phone, future on the counter in a rolling cone, laugh lines deeper than the cuts on my hands, still I twist my hurt into
see, that's got hot. I need to turn my heat down just a touch, maybe.
I'll tag the stars with my name on the way. It's an indica kind of night, let the weight in my chest feel right. Made in pain, but I'm okay. Every hit take the hurt away. If the aliens fly quick, that's fine. They can take grumpy, I'll still shine. Cause the art
That's what I gotta do today, is make a trip to the shop. Hey, good morning, Renee. It was definitely an indica day yesterday. And that's going to be a little more eventful than just straight going to the shop and back, because I got the wore out truck, and then if I remember right, it's at the point where it needs some gas. So I'll have to hit the gas station and then hit the shop. You just have to do it before lunchtime rush or after lunchtime rush. I don't want to be in heavy traffic with it.
It's a must, dust therapy, so we trust. Wood spins fast, creation's a trip, time don't last. Chisel in hand, moments blast. Blocks of timber, future past. Hand steady, flow like a river.
Don't want to be at that red light. His transmission will go to slip, so I can't just hit that gas pedal and go. I got to kind of ease into it, you know. Once it gets rolling, it ain't bad, you know. Suspension and all wore out and sloppy, but it'll go, and it'll get me down the road once I'm going. It's just that starting and stopping. And, one of the red lights, heck, two. I had to hit 2 red lights to get to the dispensary. The main red light that I'll be at, it's a major intersection for Highway 90. You know, so it's like I got to be able to get on through. You know, so that's the only bad spot.
Soul and saw, synchronized spin, workshop magic, where to begin? Cut through doubts, let life in. Every grain, story thin. Hand steady, flow like a river. Carving life, the art it deliver. Workshop vibes, timber shiver. In that space, souls quiver.
Mark, you still in here? I had a question about your metal detector. I was curious. I heard y'all talking, and it's like the detectors, when they sound off, do they let you know? If I was hearing, I think you were saying like a 16, and you were calling out numbers. Was that like how deep the detector was saying it might be? Are they accurate like that?
Grumpy in the shop carving a New Year's leaf turns bright and true. Hands rough like bark, oh what a view. Wood burning dreams come into view.
I would like to get one. I would like a nice one, because if let's see, how can I put it? I want to get out there and do metal detecting. I've always been the little kid that loved to go find treasure and stuff like that. So metal detecting, that's it right there, right? And then the area that I'm at, like Pensacola Beach, we get so many events and stuff that'll go on out there, like the Blue Angel show or something like that and stuff. And that place just, it gets so packed you can't get another vehicle out there. You know, the beach alone during the summer months is so popular and so crowded all day long. You can't hardly find a spot to lay a blanket or something out to set up. You know, there's that many people out there. And so, you know, you're going to see half a dozen to a dozen people swinging the metal detector when you do go, but there's so much room out there. You know, it's just, yeah. And you put the odds of the stuff that you're gonna find with that many people in one spot, you know, all day long. They're gonna drop stuff. They're gonna drop, they're gonna drop car keys, phones, all kind of crap out there. And it's sugar sand. Like I said, it's not hard stuff that you have to, you know, dig. You could take just a little old scooper with a net kind of thing on there, a sifter, and dig for your goodies out there at the beach. You wouldn't have to bend over. Yeah, I think Grumpy wants a metal detector, y'all. And that would be relaxing, you know, just out there, roll you one up, hit the beach right there close to sunset. Heck, I ain't scared to walk the beach at nighttime and do it while ain't nobody there at all. You know, you come jump on Grumpy, you just might give Grumpy some anger management classes he needs. Jump on me at night, please. Give me an excuse to protect myself. But I think that would be fun and relaxing, you know. Give you time to meditate. You're out there at the beach and you're hearing the waves just whoosh. I could picture it now. I can almost start relaxing trying to think about doing it. Oh, I might need to do that, yo. I don't think I'd get mugged. Our area's not that bad. Do you have a flat iron for sale? No, I use this one tip right here. This is it. I'm gonna get one of the cheaper burners that you can use all those different nibs on, the wide varieties of them, like the different shaders and junk like that. I got a bunch of these tips, different kinds and styles, but they're if you look at the wire on my machine and the wire on that tip, the tips are way too thick. My machine don't recommend the book in my machines. I think 24 gauge is supposed to be the thickest that I use. But yeah, I want to get a different machine for that purpose. I love this machine, but you know, said it's just I got to use finer wire on this machine. It's the Peter Child's Pyrography. Peter Child's artist pyrography machine, but it's the US setup, not the UK setup. The UK setup, I can run thicker wire. UK, y'all got stronger power than what we run. I think it's 2 something or whatever, and we're doing the 110. And so all the components on the 1K version of the machine are beefier. You know, the transistors and stuff, or the power caps or whatever, get hotter on those units. But the US units, they babied it down so we wouldn't hurt ourselves, I guess. They thought our snowflake selves might melt. I can change these out, but like I said, I can get on, you can go to some different sites that sell this machine. I don't know if it might be Peter Child's site. It might be that.com or whatever, but they have tips that I can buy that are little spoons and stuff like that. But I can make the spoons and all I can do myself. The only ones that I think that I need to get is if they make the little ball tips. I don't know if they have those or not, but I can't do those. And I would love to have some of those little ball tips so I could have a smoother line on some of my work. I hate these bags. all these kind of tips here. I cannot use none of these on that machine. They're just way too thick on the gauge wire. But where are they at? These little guys. I want some tips like that I can use on this machine. That little ball. That would make it so much easier when I do the sharp points and all, then yeah, you want your sharp points. So the little flat edge, that's what I like. Where's fingers work? That's what I like, how my tip, is it off? Yeah. I took and heated it up. It's hard to see it, but I beat it flat. So it's sharp. I got a flat, like spoon, like knife edge on that. And I'll roll it around while I'm using it to get a wider burn or a flatter burn. But yeah, that right there. I cannot wait to be able to use a tip like that. Because the way I work, if y'all see, you'll watch me. The way I do my burning, how I'm sketching burning, that's how I draw. You know, I'll draw like that. I'll do light sketches and get my line and my shape and stuff, and then I'll come back over and darken that up and then darken, and then finally get my line and then erase all kind of mess. You know, I am real sloppy with the way I draw. That's why I got to get some. This is not my image by no means. I got this picture from Google. But when I draw something, though, I have to do it out on paper and all. And then I'll clean up that piece and then transfer it on to something else, like the wood or whatever. But the wood burners, the little cheap wood burners on Amazon, you can get them with like one hand piece for I think $30, and they got the adjustable dial and all that for the temperature, and you can use these nibs all day long, and they're awesome right there. They do the job, you know, and that's what I want. I want to get one of the setups that's got the 2 hand units on it. That way I can have, you know, 2 different tips set up for what I'm doing that day, you know, kind of be ready. That way I can just rotate from piece to piece instead of having to stop and actually changing out my tip, because that's what slows me down and kind of keeps me using the same tip is, you know, I can change out my tip, but then I have to stop. I got to let it cool off, and then I got to change it. And then sometimes you got to tweak the little screw. You haven't got it in there right, and you just got to fiddle with it. You know, and then by then I'm squirreled and want to do something else, you know. So if I had my 2 different tips, then I have my ball tip here, my shader tip here or whatever, or my cut tip, you know, and just two pick up and go. But I will get there. That wood burner's not a priority on my list to get because I have one that I can work with. But I do want to change it out. And it's funny because I don't want an expensive one. I want a cheap one because I bought the expensive one already. Been there, done that. I could have saved my money. But no, I like my wood burner though. Now, once that wood burner burns up or something, oh yeah, then that's gonna be priority number 1. Hey, Mandy, morning. Has a rheostat. Yeah, well, that's mine. I got some of the wood burners has got the little digital dial to where you can set your temperatures that way or whatnot. Mine's just got the turn dial on it, the rheostat dial. It's got a 0 to 10. You know, and then I crank it to use those aftermarket tips that I was showing you, the thick ones. I have to take my wood burner to get anywhere near the line that I'm getting right now. I'd have to turn it up to 10. I'd have to turn it wide open, and then the handpiece is so hot within 2 minutes I can't hold on to it because there's not enough conduction or whatever. The wire's too thick, so the energy can't flow. That power can't flow through through those pieces and make that connection good, so it starts overloading in here, then this just gets super flipping hot, you know, and then I'm barely making a mark with the tip, you know. So yeah, that's why I'm stuck with a thinner wire, but it's cool. I'm working it, you know. It works. Oh, yo. Oh. That's a Detail Master. There you go. Detail Master 3. All right. Let's see. Back's boogered. Hate having that boogered back. Take care of your bodies, that's for sure, y'all. Stretch out, loosen up. If you young, oh, ain't nothing wrong with me. Still, wake up, stretch out, limber up, loosen up before you start snatching stuff up and doing strenuous work. That stuff will catch you in the long run. Yeah, here's the one I want. $59, it's not bad. This is one of the ones I want to get right here. It's a little cheap one, but it's got the foam handle, hand grips. You can change out the nibs. It's dual, and you just flip the switch and go from handpiece to handpiece. Got a little built-in holder on the box. Yeah, that right there is perfect. And if you don't want two hand pieces, you can get something similar to that for like $30. You know, so, but I would love two pieces. So that's what we're gonna get here eventually. Ooh. I like this over here. But that's the wood burner I want to get to. I need to start up here and work my way down. I don't want to have all this burnt, be all up here on top of the burn, but this I got to. Aye. We'll get it.
Grumpy's hand steady, blade knows the grain. Epoxy roach clips curing pain insane.
medication, tight wrapped in cosmic delight. Aliens red-eyed, tripping through the night. Subscribe to the vibes where carving comes alive. Therapy in motion, blood starts to jive. A grumpy soul in each groove, each line. Pain no longer whispers, it's left far behind. Laid back creations, where the energy flows. Every cut, every carve, a story it shows. Soothe the soul, grumpy's craft ignites. Epoxy dreams under starry lights. Inhale the art, exhale the stress. Grumps in the shop, always feeling blessed. From rough to smooth, chisels never lie. Epoxy roach clips, vibes up to the sky. Roll tight, aliens in red-eye flight. Stars
It's had ample opportunity to message me. So, yeah. I hate that one.
Laid back creations, where the energy flows. Every cut, every carve, a story it shows, it shows. Soothe the soul, grumpy's craft ignites. Epoxy dreams under starry lights. Roll tight, aliens and red-eye flight.
Well, see, I don't. I'd probably get the 2-burner one, but then still end up probably just using one most of the time, unless it started getting real hot on me, and I would just transfer that way, because I'm so used to manipulating one tip to get a broad range of what I'm trying to do. Because that's just it. I don't change out my tip as well. I guess, yeah, I don't know. But then again, I don't change it out as much because I don't like messing with this. I don't want to strip it out. I tighten this down so tight to get that good connection. Whenever I go to loosen it, I gotta push on it and it squeezes it together. So I don't want to tear it up. I can get another little, a whole nother wire and hand piece through the company, but I don't want to have to do it. So I try to change this one out as little as I can. That way I'm not messing with it. I don't know, I'm just weird.
Like I just don't care. Crafting faces, spirits taking form. Chronic pain eased, creativity warm. Tremor buzzing, working on the grain. Hand carved thoughts flow, easing the pain. Roach clips gleaming, earthy feel. Dust therapy slow, these wounds I seal. Grumpy's hands, steady, never slack. Creating magic where wood meets track. Laid back vibes, each piece unique. In the workshop groove with souls they speak. Smoky medication, mind gets free. Tool to the timber, purely therapy. Wood whispering, stories it tells. Crafting my piece, no need for spells. Gritty life lessons, all in a car. Smooth and rough edges, that's how I start. Pain from the body, escape goes fast in the swirl.
Miss Francis.
I found my past.
How's those storms go through? Did you sleep okay? I think it wasn't it last night you were losing? Was it last night you were losing power because of the storms?
Corner, found salvation. Gritty life lessons, all in a car. Smooth and rough edges, that's how I start. Pain from the body, escape goes fast. In the swirl of dust, I found my past. Spirit visions etched deep and true. Cedar dreams or a pinewood view. Smoke curls high, mind's medication. In my little corner, found salvation.
vision rolled up tight. Aliens in the backyard glow. He's got secrets.
Oh
we'll
goodness.
never
You have your car in the garage though, I hope.
carving wood to ease his mind. Truth he's
We're getting to about that time of year here. We'll start getting some of them afternoon thunderstorms and stuff. And the past few years they've been getting crazy. I'll be going back over this, y'all. I'm just trying to kind of get my flow and stuff. I always struggle with this spots with the way it's shaded because I normally don't shade in and get a shadow the way I shade my stuff, and I don't have the room to shade like I do there. It's a weird piece for me, but I'll get it. I always struggle with that spots of it.
The night unfolds. Wood in hand, a story told. Aliens cheer behind the veil. In his carvings, dreams prevail. Epoxy drip like tears from the moon's face, carving out demons, every line leaves a trace. Lighter cases sparkle like galactic chimes. Roach clips hold dreams from other times. Grumpy's mind twist, batshit insane. Therapy with the blade slicing through pain. Aliens whisper, yo, this vibe's just right. Hit that light, they beam up your night.
Oh no.
Hand steady, but the thoughts
I'm sorry. You better tell him. I'm telling you. You said y'all ain't coming to get this. I'm putting ad in the paper free. First come, first serve. I bet they'll be there getting their stuff quick. Oh. And then when they get there, you have it all locked up and say, all right, you ain't getting none of your stuff until you clean up my yard. You get this, you get this. Oh, man, I'm sorry. Oh, gracious. That's what I've always hated down here. I've never had a spot to get my vehicles and stuff out of it. So it's like when you do notice it's hailing, you're like, oh no, and you hear poop, poop, tink, 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 it just bouncing off. I just pray that it don't bust my windows. Yeah, it's good. That's like my mom's car. One of our older cars, you could see the front end of the car. You can tell that it got in a hailstorm while it was driving, because there's little paint chips all over it in little spots, and that was the hail damage.
Hand steady, but the thoughts go wild. Wood grain, bleeding story, so beguiled. Medication rope, it ain't for the sickness. It's for the cosmos and infinite thickness. Hand steady, but the thoughts go wild. Wood grain, bleeding story, so beguiled. Medication rope, it ain't for the sickness. It's for the cosmos and infinite thickness. Grumpy's mind twists batshit insane. Therapy with
Hailstorms, you know, it's those kind of thunderstorms. You want to find the big, strong oak trees that ain't got no rotten branches and park underneath those for some of the cover, or get underneath the daggum overpass if you're driving. But yeah, I don't know. That's one of those things too that I would worry so much about, and you don't have no control over what nature's gonna do. You just gotta try to be prepared for if it does get crazy. And pretty much these days you got to know it's gonna get crazy. Oh, sorry, I was sitting back kind of straightening up my back for a minute. Got my hands crossed in my lower back and then behind my back. Then I lay back against them and it kind of arches it up just a touch. Well, it's they got a big table saw out there. That's pretty much blocking up your way, isn't it? So most likely your son don't have the room to set it up, does he? Or is it just more of a mental thing? He doesn't want to. Maybe it opens up some fresh grief. I don't know why my back is so tender this morning. Oh, no, never mind. I know what. It's that chair, moving that chair over my head and all, it's catching up to me probably. See, now that's something, okay. I love you sons for wanting to take care of you and be worried and not let you do stuff, okay? But at the same breath, if they not wanting you to do something, then they dang well need to be over there at your convenience doing stuff, not at theirs. You know, I know they have a life too, you know, but if they don't want you using something or scared for you to do this or do that, then take the time to help show you to make sure you're doing it the safe, proper way. Not saying you don't know how, you know, or nothing like that. I'm sure you're more than capable of it, but as a son, you know, I can see that concern. I don't want my mom getting out there doing stuff. My back's busted up. I can't hardly crank the lawnmower to do my own yard. But when it comes to doing her yard, you know, she don't have a mower over there and she'll complain saying it needs to be done and she'll want to borrow my lawnmower, you know, and then she'll say, well, I'll mow it when I get over there with it. And I'm there with it, you know, I'm there. I'm not fixing to let her do it, you know, so I'll get out there and get it done. Hey, Woodworks. Good morning, sir. Seven Sacks. Good morning. Gracious. Good morning, everybody. Please be sure to hit that like button on the way out. Hold your arms up. Breathe in and breathe out. We're doing the lung yoga. Glasses. Glasses. Need the glasses. I wish I lived more towards the States where it was recreational and everything. I follow some of these people that get off on those little hippie parties and hippie festivals and stuff because they're, I guess, collaborating with this group and collaborating with that group, and they're just the influencers and whatnot. And they look like they had so much fun. There's one, she was sitting there saying, yep, I'm going to be in the Connecticut area, such and such. If you have any fun, or how she put it, she was doing an event, and now I'm sure it probably wasn't free. I'm sure I'd probably have to pay for the table. But she's like, I got a couple of tables left up here. Come set up if you're doing something fun, crafty, this and that. I want to see, and and it was just a big party, like, you know, just, I say party, but, you know, marketing kind of thing, I guess. But in my head, I want to go and participate and stuff like that. But at the same time, in my head, I'm thinking, danger, danger, people, people. Hide back in my shell. But I want to come the heck up out of my shell. That's just it. And that kind of stuff just looks fun. And we don't have anything like that down here because the state's so daggum crazy with the way they do their stuff. Slowly trying to get there. And I guess that's the cool thing about Planet 13 is they want to try to get out and about like we're there, but we ain't there. But something like that would be cool to do.
Grumpy's mind twist, batshit insane. Therapy with the blade slicing through pain. Aliens whisper Yoda's vibes just right. Hit that like they beam up your night.
I guess I'm trying with the Planet 13, setting up out there and stuff like that, but
Chips flying, sawdust in the air, rough wood turning smooth with a careful flair. Epoxy dripping, colors blend like a dream. In the workshop we create life steam. Therapy and timber, chisel and blade. Each stroke, every cut like memories fade. Patterns form, stress melts away. Crafting masterpieces, come what may. Grumpy's workshop, a soulful retreat. Wood and epoxy, where hearts beat. Subscribe, watch, feel the vibe. Join the journey, create and thrive. From raw log to a polished piece. Handcrafted love, emotions released. Each design reflects a state of mind. Artistry in every grain you'll find. Slices of life embedded in each groove. Epoxy, rivers in a timeless groove. Shapes and forms and synchronicity. Crafting for peace, no fancy complicity. Grumpy's workshop, a soulful retreat. Wood and epoxy, where hearts beat. Subscribe, watch, feel the vibe. Join the journey, create and thrive.
that shadow right there. There's a little elbow bend right there for that backhand. It didn't come out in the stencil. So what's everybody got planned for today? Imagine people's getting into work or having an easy day.
Epoxy dripping colors blend like a dream. In the workshop we create life steam. Therapy and timber, chisel and blade. Each stroke, every cut like memories fade. Patterns form, stress melts away. Crafting masterpieces, come what may. Grumpy's workshop, a soulful retreat. Wood and epoxy, where hearts beat. Subscribe, watch, feel the vibe. Join the journey, create and thrive.
Miss Francis, do you got you a temperature shooter like that? A temperature gun to shoot the temperature on your resins to do those blooms? I know I don't know how to do them, by no means, never tried, but I know with that color separation and whatnot, that temperature, letting it set for so long, I know that's a crucial part of it. And having one of them little handguns like that, you just point and shoot. Those makes those temperatures scenarios easier to maintain. That's just a little Harbor Freight special right there. I don't think it was very expensive.
Subscribe, watch, feel the vibe. Join the journey, create and thrive. Welcome to the land of wood and glow. Grumpy's got the tools, the resin flows. From lighter cases to clips for your hit, every piece shines, ain't none counterfeit. Grumpy's laid back carvings all through the night. Each one unique, glowing under UV light. Anxieties fade, pain takes a flight. In the land of creation, everything feels right. Carving through the chaos, steady hands and grit. Epoxy dreams born in the glow of the lit. Shapes take form with a story to share. Find your light, it's waiting right there. Grumpy's laid back carvings all through the night. Each one unique, glowing under UV light. Anxieties fade, pain takes a flight. In the land of creation, everything feels right. Each swirl, each hue, a cosmic dance under neon skies. Here's your chance. Spark the joy, let those worries slide. Breathe in the vibe, let your soul collide. Grumpy's laid back carvings all through the night. Each one unique, glowing under UV light. Anxieties fade, pain takes a flight. In the land of creation, everything feels right.
Hey, Radar, you have a great day, buddy. Oh, heck yeah. That sounds cool. Gonna be spinning for a handmade binding jewelry box made of leopard wood and wing games. Shortly after I join subscribers. Heck yeah, there you go. You can drop your link if you want to. Happy works, I don't mind.
Be on the lathe, turning roach clips exquisite. Spin killing time, therapy in every digit. Aliens hover thick like a foggy scroll. Eyes read, my meds in control. Soul on patrol. Workshop vibes where the healing.
I saw that star. That was pretty cool. I think it was on Facebook. I saw that post. I think it was your Facebook post I saw. I like. Oh, my back, y'all. Goodness, I keep having a lay back. Old Path, how are you feeling with your back, sir? You doing good? You've been pretty active. I know in your video you said you were feeling pretty good. I hope you're still doing good. Of a temperature gauge.
Epoxy fumes like a nebula's embrace, building tiny legacies in the smallest space. Each roach clips a trophy, a win on display.
Yeah, I think, just my opinion, you know, I've never done a bloom, but just how I use my temperature gun just to shoot my temperatures when I'm mixing up, because to let my colors separate when I pour my blanks. I try to get my epoxy at least 100 degrees before I even separate it into the individual cups to mix up the color. And that's what I do. I'll take that little pointer gauge and just point on there and shoot it quick that way. Easier and a lot less messier than, you know, putting that probe in there, because then you got that wire, you got that extra weight that could damn near tip your cup over. You know, and then if your resin is getting warm and stuff, and then it's getting thick, and you stick that probe in there, then you got them lumps and bubbles and stuff that you got to deal with it and all. So that little shooter would help out drastically, I think. Oh, my back, y'all. That's going to be the thing with the bond crafters. That's going to be a whole new, that's going to be like a whole new anxiety level when I pour my first blanks with that, because it's like, okay, the epoxies, different epoxies react, I guess, at the different temperatures. And I used the whole 100-degree thing from the watching Jake Thompson with Alumilite. He waits until he gets to like 105 degrees, you know, and then he starts pouring, and, you know, he knows his colors will stay separated that way better, you know. And then, yeah, it's just, yeah, it's a kind of like that, I guess, with the blooms, because you're playing that temperature and weighting game, you know. And then you got so many factors that play in with that, you know. How cool is it down there where you're, you know, the temperature and humidity where you're actually doing the work. You know, that's gonna, you know, somebody might say, well, yeah, I let it get to 100 degrees. Well, for them, you know, they might, you know, that might be right. But then in my area, you know, it might start doing something at 110 or 90, you know. So it's an experiment for sure. I was writing it down at one time, taking notes, and then I got comfortable with it, and I found my temperature range with that epoxy I was using. You know, I gotten it up to 118 before I poured it before. But once you get to that point, I start getting real anxious and wanting to hurry, because I'm afraid it's going to set on me before I can get it into the pressure pot. And then at that point, you got to get it in a pressure pot to get your bubbles. Boogaboo, you scared me again.
See the dog?
No, I didn't. She snuck in on me. I was stretching or something. Love you. Be careful. Hey, do you work tonight?
Yeah.
You do? Okay. Come on, Pepper, inside. I gotta feed my puppies, y'all. Oh. Got you sneaking around again. What you looking for? Huh? I saw them. Table or something somewhere. Yeah, somewhere. I saw them. There you go. Love you too. Alright, we got old man's fixed up now. Let's get big girl. I got these earbuds in and wearing them both ears, and so I don't hear the doors opening and closing and stuff like that unless I have the ambient noise switched on, and I like the quiet on it, so I'll have that little noise cancellation for the headset or the earbuds. And then you can hit the button and get that pass through or whatever sound, or I guess you can hear the surrounding sounds with your music or whatnot. I don't like that. Sounds like there's a fan going inside the earbuds.
Roach clips, caught stars, pocket universe snug, spark aliens in the wood. Yo, pass me that mug. Crazy like a comet, he carves truths unseen. Artifacts born from a mind's evergreen. Finger stained red, green smoke in the night. Tools dance in his grip, giving madness flight. Therapy in every grain.
Hey Roy, good morning, sir. How you doing? I've been away from the chat trying to get my dogs fed.
Lighter cases burning, messages unwrapped. Grumpy the artist in his muse stay tapped. Epoxy, oceans ripple, waves roll slow. Mad genius in the craft, watch it all just glow. Grumpy laid back, but mind batty and torn. Therapy and carvings from dusk until morn. Medication rolled, aliens lurking out of sight. Thumbs up, hit subscribe, keep his craft in the light.
Oh, goodness. Oh, but they're done eating, let them outside. Come back in. Eat up, you ain't done yet. Alright. She normally inhales her food. How's your daughter doing? I hope everything's still on the up and up. She's getting a lot stronger and better. Oh.
Epoxy drips, slow riverbeds in the resin. Grumpy's got the hands of a time-lost legend. Carvings out of nightmares, dreams too sinister. Got the glow brighter than a lunar minister. Grumpy laid back, but mind batty and torn. Therapy and carvings from dusk until morn. Medication road, aliens lurking out of sight. Thumbs up, hit subscribe, keep his craft in the light. Roach clips, caught stars, pocket universe.
Oh, heck yeah. That's awesome. Now, I imagine what probably with some of the pollen and everything going on right now, that might be adding to some of that need for the oxygen. Was she not trying to pry, I'm sorry, but was she asthmatic before the incident? And with being asthmatic and then just sinus and allergy season and stuff like that, that could be an issue on top of everything, making it just a little tougher, you know what I mean? But that is awesome. That's just so cool. I'm happy to hear that she's doing better.
Cases, burning messages unwrapped. Grumpy, the
my granddaughter, my son, and my grandson are a little asthmatic, and then allergies and stuff. When pollen kicks in, they start getting some issues.
Medication road, aliens lurking out of sight. Thumbs up, hit subscribe, keep his craft in the light. Grumpy laid back, but my batty and torn. Therapy and carvings from dusk until morn. Medication rolled, aliens lurking out of sight. Thumbs up, hit subscribe, keep his craft in the light.
Right. Tell her, say, dadgummit, don't make this no new trend. I'm just glad she's doing better, though. At least you got her home and you can joke about that kind of stuff some now, right?
Roach clips, caught stars, pocket universe snug. Spark aliens in the wood, yo, pass me that mug. Crazy like a comet, he carves truths unseen. Artifacts born from a mind's evergreen. Finger stained red, green smoke in the night. Tools dance in his grip, giving madness flight. Therapy in every grain, every line tight. The cosmos carved small, still shining bright.
I need to put me a stronger fan on my box. Stronger fan, and I can layer up some more of the carbon filter. Hey, thank you, Matthew. Have an awesome day. Thank you so much for hanging out. Be safe out there. Have a good day and be productive. I gotta watch your new gnome home that you started with the chainsaw. Trying to clean up some of that as I start bringing that down. Oh yeah, go get you some sleep, buddy. For sure, get you some sleep. Thank you for coming through, though. I appreciate it. Why haven't you been sleeping much? Still nervous and on edge for your daughter? I hope everything's okay. I don't mean to be nosy. Don't mean to be nosy, just care about the people in the community. I feel that I feel attached to y'all. Silly as it sounds, I feel like y'all's my YouTube family. Oh yeah, Static Grass. Wowie was using some of that on one of his projects not long ago. But get you some rest. Had a huge deadline and my daughter's situation. Oh, stress. I mean, stress is bad. You gotta. Yeah, it's easier said than done, but take a big breath and let all that crap out. Thank God you got your daughter home and just know everything's gonna work out. But you have a good day, buddy. Get you some sleep. Still in my prayers.
Grumpy in the workshop, hand steady on the lathe, carving out the roach clips, making moments brave. Epoxy resin shining bright under the light, aliens in the shadows, grinning through the night. Medication smoky, mind floating real high, crafting with the cosmos under alien sky. Dust therapy, healing chronic pains goodbye. Grumpy's channel bright, catch that glowing vibe. Like and subscribe, join the playful ride. Through epoxy magic and celestial guides. Grumpy's got the cure for the pain inside. Crafting with a purpose, let's take this stride. Roach clips gleam, green glow intense. Cosmic connections, craftsman sixth sense. Aliens assist in the quiet.
It might be a nice day to sit outside, I don't know.
Followers finding solace in the stream. Grumpy's glowing, living the dream.
I gotta check.
No more dark, no more scream. Epoxy lights a crafting.
Heck yeah. I say that's what I love about the whole epoxy and the resin aspect of just art and everything in general. People's like, oh, I'm a wood carver, I don't mess with resin. Shoot, you ought to. You know, and somebody says, oh, I do resin, I don't mess with wood. You ought to. That resin and wood combination is just, it's pretty cool. You can do a lot of stuff with it. That's why I want to step up with my wood turning and do more hybrid stuff is what that's what I call it to myself. I don't know what the technical term would be, but when you're taking and mixing the resin and the woods together and doing your turns and all that, yeah. All right, you have a good day. Thank you for coming through. Oh yeah, I will. I think I'm already subbed. But yeah, I'm already subbed. But yeah, man, that's just, I like the way epoxy and all kind of blend together. I'm gonna get a bigger lathe, and then that's whenever I want to start playing with the hybrid stuff. But I need to make sure I want the vacuum chamber and pump to stabilize the wood pieces and the blanks and all, and then when you go to get them ready for the epoxy and stuff, I want to do it as safely as I can to make sure all my stuff is grabbed together, because if I'm spinning it on the lathe, I dang sure don't want it to come apart because the wood and the epoxy didn't bond, or blow apart because I got a void in the wood. What is that? Where the good ones reside. Roach clips shining galaxies in the glaze. Handcrafted dreams floating in UV rays. Oh, I'm definitely getting a bigger lathe. That's gonna happen. That's when the dust settles, as I say. And you gotta catch the vibe. Roll tight, take flight, the journey just begins. Epoxy kingdom endless with Grumpy and his friends. Alien voices laughing, riding through the mist. Crafting spaceship dreams Grumpy couldn't resist. All right, and make it wavy. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Do you play and actually sit there and mess with your different colors too? You take the water and get your water, and then get just a little bit of white, kind of wrinkle it up here and there to give it more like the waves are cresting as well. And I know what you're talking about, blowing it gives it that ripple, and it'll give it that highlight on top of that ripple too. That helps give it some of that look. That's cool. Morning, Kevin. I hope your day's going good over there. Bet my pups are ready to go outside at this point. She was still eating when I checked on her a minute ago. They probably went and laid back down at this point. Oh. Come on. Watch out, please. You go out in the squirrels now. Go be a good girl. It's not squirrel time. Go be a good girl. Go. Come on, Sparrow. Sparrow, come on. Go. Go be a good girl now. Go on. Got stuff I'm doing. It's not playtime. She's gonna try to go get her a squirrel. She's fixed on the squirrel instead of going potty. She's acting like a cat, walking real slow across the yard, trying to sneak up on one now. He's on the tree stump. You ain't getting him. He saw you. Go be good girl and come on. Go be good girl now. Go be good girl. And she's just standing there looking at me like, Daddy, the squirrel's right there. Why ain't you coming out here and getting him? She knows I've been going after them squirrels, so she's like, he's right there. And I'm not coming out. They have their safe zones. There's a couple of spots I won't mess with them because they're stuff that could get damaged. Not around my property, so.
Workshop where the sawdust flies.
She got stung with a BB yesterday.
Grumpy's carving names under painted skies.
I was out here shooting at my my catch barrel. It's a plastic 55-gallon drum with a big square cut out in it. I got targets hanging on the inside. Got a tarp in there and all. The BBs will hit in there and drop down, and I can reuse them instead of losing them. Well, I'll miss every now and then and hit the outside of the barrel, and they'll ricochet, you know, come back in the yard here and there. And, she was facing me playing with one of her toys, and I was shooting at the barrel, and I hit the outside of it, and it bounced back and hit her in the butt. She didn't hurt her, it just stung her butt. But she was looking at the ground and walking in circles. I done jumped up and got her. It was funny, but then it kind of freaked me out. I was like, damn, that could have got my face or something, so I had to be more careful. Come on. Oh, have a good day, Don.
Epoxy gleaming like starlit streams, carving the chaos into quiet dreams. Like and subscribe, what more can I say?
Y'all, come on. Pepper, Sparrow, come on. Come on, big girl. Sparrow, come on. Come on, old man. I know, come on. Yeah, come on, go. Go. Hey, monkeys, how you doing, buddy? Ooh, 9 o'clock. I guess the dang. That damn morning done snuck by.
The worries break. Yeah.
Oh, Pat, you going live this morning? Are you in the garden or you ready to play in the shop? I'm doing good, monkeys. I hope you're having a good day. Hey, good morning, John. Ooh, I got my fan going, but between my medication and then the smoke from that wood burner, I can feel it in my lungs. I got my fan going in the back door, blow all the smoke out. And then, like I said, in my carving box, I have a small fan on top of my box that's pulling the air out of my box up through the top. And I got a little bit of carbon filter cloth in there to try to neutralize some of that smoke, but it's not 100%. And that, yeah. I'm in Florida. I am in the liquid sunshine state. I'm up in Northwest Florida. All right, monkeys, you have an awesome day, buddy. Thank you for coming through. You burn up all your freebies with grok. That's crazy at some of the prices they try to get you on some of that stuff. And that's the thing too with the AI stuff now. There's so many AI apps and stuff out there now to do all that kind of stuff. Definitely got to do your research before you buckle down on a subscription to any of them. I know Chat GPT, it's not a bad one. I think you can do, I don't know about video, but I know you can, they can create, I think it's like 2 images a day for free. I'll use it to do some of my thumbnail images sometimes. Yeah, Northwest Florida. I'm up in Milton, Pensacola, Navarre Beach, Pensacola Beach. I'm like right in the middle of all that. I mean, I'm like in Milton, less than a mile from, well, less than a mile. I'm about 2-3 miles from the Interstate 10.
Welcome to Grumpy's where the fun begins. Here to learn carving, making cool friends.
Yeah, that's what I did with Chat GPT. Was I took my sticker image, and then I uploaded that as a picture, and then I've taken a picture of one of my roach clips that I made and uploaded that as a picture next to it, and then sat there and said, okay, I want to take and make Grumpy spinning one of his epoxy roach clips on the lathe and this and that, and it's added a lathe in my picture of him spinning the clip and like the whole pyrography scenes and stuff like that for those thumbnails. That's all done with my first sticker. And then just adding some prompt to it and telling it what I kind of want it to do, and then it'll spit that out. Now with Chat GPT, it gives you like 2 images a day, so most of the time I'll tell it what I want and it'll make 1 image, and then I'll take and upload that image and then doctor that one up again to get the final little image I like. But I'll end up getting a subscription to one of them eventually. All right, you have a good day, buddy. Stay safe.
Welcome all to this humble lair. Come relax, join the vibe. Hit like and feel alive. Subscribe for endless drive. Carving peace side by side. Come relax, join the vibe. Hit like and feel alive. Subscribe for endless drive. Carving peace side.
Path, buddy, are you waiting for me to go live? I will shut down. I'm just sitting here babbling. I'm not even paying attention to what I'm doing. But I know if you're getting in there and wanting to turn some pins or something, I'm ready to watch. Milton, Florida. Yes, sir. That's me. Right off of Avalon Boulevard. If you know Milton, Florida, I'm right off of Avalon Boulevard in between Avalon and Highway 90.
Under the old oak tree, carvings are born. With each slash and groove, worries ain't torn. Let the blade guide you, no need to rush.
Oh, heck yeah, there you go.
Like a painter's brush.
You drive right past me.
Anxieties fade, roach clips in hand, troubles cascade.
What part of Florida are you at? I'm gonna say what, Jacksonville, somewhere towards that direction.
Grumpy's laid back, nothing's astray. Subscribe, join us, let your spirit roam free. In our carved sanctuary, content you'll be.
Okay, if you're going down 110 to Shelton's, then yeah, you you go right past my exit, and I'm not far off the exit.
Flows easy, anxieties fade, roach clips in hand, troubles cascade.
You cross over the Bay Bridge that fell apart when Hurricane Ivan come through.
In Grumpy's laid back,
Or Bay Bridge, yeah, the little Pensacola Bay right there. That was crazy. That was a crazy hurricane. I won't never forget that hurricane.
each carving tells a story, tales left untold. In our
Anxieties fade, roach clips in hand, troubles cascade.
There's old fast channel.
Under moonlight sway, in Grumpy's laid back, nothing's astray.
That's crazy to think that the water got that high over Clearwater. There you go, that's not far. That's crazy to think the water got that high across that interstate bridge like it did for it to take those sections down. Because the waves had to come up underneath and lift them up off them pylons and then drop them. That is just crazy. Next door to Clan Tampa. That's a distance away, but I mean, whew. Goodness gracious, and you go that far for fireworks? Just order some. Can you not get any delivered to you? Well, it's fun, I guess, going through the store and picking them out. You get on some of them websites and go bankrupt. Shelton's, though, is pretty big. Before Shelton's ever got put up, I remember the old, what was it? What'd they put? The big old King Kong. They'd inflate their big old King Kong over the building on that little shop on the right side of the interstate. The one that's always been there. Right there at Wilcox. I'm a flood adjuster. Oh, there you go. You're driving all over the place. I know DeSantis, he legalized them. Does does Clearwater let anybody set up the tents down there? Because we can get the ones that you have to go to Alabama to buy. You can buy those at roadside stands around here a couple of days before the 1st and the 4th. But that's the crazy part about it. You can shoot firecrackers and stuff like that on the 1st or the 4th, but anytime after that, it's against the law. I got a box full of bottle rockets and firecrackers out here. I get a ticket if I went to shooting them now. The ones at Alabama, I think, are still a little bit better than what we can get at Florida, but you can buy bottle rockets and some of the little mortars and stuff like that right here off of Avalon. There's 2 places that set up. There's a Avalon bowling alley is closed down, but people that own that rent out part of the parking lot every year for the fireworks and Christmas trees. And then there's a person on the other side of the Avalon, dang near right across the street from them. They bought a lot and got it cleared out, and they set up a tent. That's the only thing they use theirs for is Christmas trees and fireworks. They got it leveled out, got a small little holding pond on it, got limestone drive and all, but they don't keep the limestone upkept. They've let grass grow up through it. But they park a camper on the end of it and then set their tent up for fireworks twice a year. I guess they make good money, good enough money that they bought the property for it. They are just too expensive. Yeah, I imagine. They're trying to make all their money to pay for it right there in 2 days. And Shelton, they can set up because they're there. So yeah, for sure. But that's awesome though. That's a heck of a drive to go get some fireworks. That's pretty crazy. I would do it too, but yeah, I haven't made that trip in a long time though, because like I said, I don't shoot them off quite like I used to. One, they scare the heck out of my dog these days. But Yeah, that's cool. Right, there you go. That's what my buddy done. Hedrick's Homegrown Aquatics that gets in here. That's a good friend of mine. That's my only friend that I have here local. You know, that I consider my friend. And he did that. He does that every year. He gets a lot of fireworks and stuff for the 4th and puts off his own show. I went and watched it last year. I got it recorded. I think I even put it up on my YouTube. It might even be on one of my YouTube videos. I recorded some of it. I think I uploaded it for video. But that was my buddy's little show. But dang, you can drop some money quick on them fireworks though. It don't take long to add up. But it's fun though. Alright y'all, I have babbled well enough. Y'all go check out Old Path. I dropped his channel in his link in the channel up there. But he's fixing to go live, and I'm gonna make my smoothie and all, and I'll have you in my ear. But I'll be in there with y'all. But I'm gonna shut down. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming in and hanging out with me. Please hit that like button on your way out if you haven't already. And everybody have an awesome day. Stay awesome. Stay laid back. And remember, it's my job to be grumpy. God bless everybody, y'all.
Drips with a cosmic twist. Roach clips gleam like they've been kissed. Aliens hover in the workshop tonight.
Rent a U-Haul trailer. There you go. Yes, sir. I might want to have to go to one of your parties.
Each carving feels like it's alive.